Career, his batting average is .376 with a home run that he hit at Brattley County in the beginning of the season. 3 triples, 18 doubles, 41 runs batted in. Second pitch off the plate against the Vidalia Indians lifetime. A .263 hitter with 4 doubles, 4 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. But he's had some big games against them, and he sends this pitch into the gap in left center field. It'll be gathered up by Page on a solid base hit by D.R. Meadows, his 22nd of his senior season. Now he steps in against the Vidalia Indians. Will he be called upon to bunt? We'll see. Nope. Swings and slaps it into left field for a base hit. His 10th hit. So his first swing against the Indians, a successful one. Brock went 1 for 3 in that game, 2 for 4 in the Metter game on Tuesday up in Metter with a double and a single. 0-1 pitch, pokes it into right field. Nance going back, it's over his head and bouncing to the fence, and that's going to score a pair of runs as Brock Harrison is racing to second base and stopping with a dog double as he drives in his 11th and 12th runs of the season. And here's a guy who continues to show that he can drive the ball to left field and right field. So the Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead. Soccer action tonight, a region playoff game for the Lady Bulldogs. That game started at 6 at the middle school. He tries to bunt a pitch inside and does successfully, and Sutton will not throw to first because nobody's there. Now Brock Harrison is coming to the plate. Here's a throw, and he is out.
No way!
They called him out on the throw from the left side of the infield. I guess from the third baseman, Jamie Ricks. And the 2-2 to Dalton, and he does go right side for a base hit just by the diving second baseman Tucker Allman. That scores 1, no throw, it's cut off. 2 score as McBride singles to right field. I mean, every time he does that in a big situation, it's not to left, it's to right. Like when he did it against the Appling County Pirates in the 7th inning of a Bulldog comeback several years ago when he was a youngster. Bulldogs take a 4-0 lead. But first, the center fielder who wears number 13,
Tyron Page.
right-handed hitter. So Lane is on the hill, and he switches to a right-handed thrower. And he deals his first pitch with the 4-0 lead, and it's hit into right center field, and it is dropping in for a base hit, and it's rolling to the fence, and here comes Page, moving towards second base, stopping with an Indian double, the first hit of the game off Lane Adams here in the top of the third to open it up. And the 3-1. Hit left side. That is a fair ball down the line. Page rounding third. He's going to score easily. And here's Sutton on back-to-back doubles, cutting the Bulldog lead down to 4-1. 2-0 pitch. Hit into the air to left field. Brandon Helton comes in. He dives. He didn't catch this one. And 2 Indians will score as he tosses to third. That makes it a 4-3 game on a 2-out, 2-run single by Hunter Poole. So the Indians have come back and scored 3 to make it a 4-3 Bulldog lead in the top of the third. Right after the Dogs had scored a 4 spot. Go see some soccer. Ball's hit up into the air. Brandon Helton comes in. He goes back. It's over his shoulder and bouncing up against the fence. And Sutton is racing to second base with his second double of the game. This time a 2-out double. He's a little guy, but he's hit it hard. So now he's a tying runner at the top of the 4th inning. And that brings up Dawson Nance. And Bryce DeLoach reached at an infield hit situation, and Bryce jumps on the first pitch and sends it up high in the air to left field. Roper Smithris over to his right, now back to his left, and has to reach out, and he dropped the ball. And Harrison was running all the way, and he stops at second. So he's going to reach on an E7. DR now has a 6-game hitting streak, and he pokes it up high into the air into right field. Nance makes a catch. Harrison tagging at third. He's coming. Here's a throw. It is cut off. Throw to the dish is high and away. And the Bulldogs score as DR drives in Brock Harrison to put the Dogs up 5-3 on a ball hit into right field. So Meadows has driven in 13 runs on the season and 42 in his Bulldog career. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's pitched 7 innings and given up 7 hits and 4 earned runs with 9 Ks and 4 walks in his career. And McBride sends this ball deep to left center field. Page going back to the fence. He didn't catch it. It's bouncing around the base of the fence, and McBride's at second base with a double. So he showed real power there, sending the ball deep to left center field. You got to hit it almost 360 to get it out of here. And that brings up Lane Adams. His daddy, back in the olden days, back with the aluminum bat, used to swing and hit a lot of pitches out of here. Dalton's a different kind of hitter, but that time he showed daddy power. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit left side by Dalton McBride and down the left field line. This will be extra bases for sure as Allman is racing to second base. Brandon Helton just picked up the ball at the base of the fence and tossed it in. Allman with a double. Alex Sutton has hit 2 doubles today in the leadoff position. Allman hitting third has hit 1. And Tyron Page batting ninth has hit a double. It's 4 doubles off the Dogs. Lukey today 0 for 2, grounding into a 6-4-3 double play and flying out to left field. Entered the game hitting .362. Sitting on 21 base hits. Hit 21 last year. Takes a strike from Alex Sutton, 0-1. Lukey's hit a home run, which he blasted over the center field fence at Bacon County. He's hit 5 doubles, 1 more than he hit last year, and oh boy, he sends this pitch into right center field. He's going to get another double. That ball's racing to the fence, and he's still running the bases. At second base, now stopping with his 6th double. He was due for a big hit in the ball game, and there it is. DR was walked intentionally, and McBride singled in a pair. Here's a pitch hit into left field. This one is right down the line. That's a fair ball, and that's going to score a run. And racing to second base is Brandon Helton, and he's in with a double. And a big RBI. We've had a lot of doubles hit in this game. The Indians have hit 4, and the Bulldogs have now hit 4. So that's 8 doubles amongst the 2 rivals as the Dogs take a 6-3 lead. 3 balls and 1 strike on George Lukey. Swings and hits this pitch deep to right field. Back goes Nance to the fence. It's bouncing against the fence. Lukey's going to hit another double. Here comes Lane Adams around third. He's going to score. Lukey puts on the brakes and stops at second and hits his 2nd double of the ball game, the 5th for the Dogs and the 9th for both teams combined, and now the Dogs lead 7-3. It's Lukey, who leads the team in RBIs, drives in number 20. That's 6 more than he had last year. So why so many doubles in this ball game? I mentioned early that the Bulldogs got off to a great start this season hitting doubles. I remember saying that, something like, well, I would have thought the Bulldogs would have had more than 24 doubles going into this game. Now they've hit 5.
Cole Graham.
That's a positive jinx. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Little drama, even though it's a 4-run game in the top of the 7th. DR's ready again with a 3-2 and the runner's going, and the pitch, this time missed ball 4 and a run scores. So that makes it 7-4. Chase Robertson is due up. 0-1 pitch. Grounder to the shortstop, Lane Adams. Takes a tough hop, and it bounces into center field. That's going to score a pair of runs as the Bulldogs throw to second. Safe there. And the Indians have come back to make it a 1-run game at 7-6. Guess nothing's 100%. There's a strike to make it 0-2. And of course, DR coming out off a 15 strikeout game. Didn't get to end that one with a strikeout. He ended it with a grounder to the first baseman, Bryce DeLoach. Denied his 16th strikeout. Now try to get the 3rd out. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's a stretch by DR. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider, strike 3, and that's it. The ball game finally comes to an end on DR's 123rd career strikeout of the 45th of his senior season to put a stake into this ball game finally, with the Bulldogs winning 7-6. They had to hold on and strand 2 runners on base at first and second, but the Indians rallying at the top of the 7th to score 3 on a bases-loaded walk and a dog error that brought in 2. And now both teams are shaking hands, but they're not done this week. They're going to play again on Friday over at Greg James Field. We'll come back and wrap it up on Y101.